Okay, hello everyone. I'm attempting to change the oil on a 2009 Honda Insight. As you can see, there's my high mileage OW20 engine oil. Got my oil filter, oil plug with new gasket, and oil filter removal tool. Got the car on jacks. I'm gonna remove this cover, and then we'll drain out the oil. Okay, I've removed the lower cover. This is the 6 screws that I removed, the Phillips or Star Point removal tool that I used. You can see the locations where they were removed from. All right, next thing, I'm gonna remove the oil plug. It's a 17 millimeter, as you can see there. I'm gonna let all the oil drain out into this pan. And that 17 millimeter is right down there underneath. Once that is drained into this pan, I'm going to remove this oil filter with this oil filter removal tool that I have. Let the rest of the oil come into this pan, and we'll reinstall those two pieces. Okay, you can see that I propped up that other shroud out of the way because this oil is going to be pouring out into this pan right here. I'm going to remove the screw by hand. Of course, I had to break it. Didn't have a breaker bar, so I used car jack underneath my ratchet, which was enough to pop it loose. Once it's popped loose, you can move it by hand. Once you move it by hand, get your hand out of the way because it's about to pour out. All right, here it comes. And then there's your oil right in the pan. See, I made a little bit of mess. You could always use a little bit of cardboard over there. Keep that from happening. I'll clean it up. I have everything caught into this pan. Like I said, we're gonna remove this filter next. Okay, I removed the oil cap there on the engine. Gonna go make sure all the oil is removed. And it's just dripping now, not much left. Cleaned up the area around it. And pull this forward and remove that filter. Okay, I twisted this handheld oil filter removal tool until it's loose. It's gonna be loose by hand. You can see it's starting to drip already. I'll go ahead and remove it by hand and let the oil drain out of there. Okay, gonna go in with the new oil filter. So you can see there's the hole. Just gonna slide over it right there. You get it tightened up by hand. Once it's tightened up by hand, we'll use the hand wrench. Tighten it up good and tight. Okay, there's hand tight. And we'll get our hand wrench. Put it on there. Good twist and twist. And nice and tight. Right there. Yep. Make sure she's not gonna leak on us. Okay. got the oil filter installed, cleaned up that area. I'm going to go in with the oil plug. You see the crush washer on top of the washer. It's going to go in like so. By hand, of course. And we'll tighten it down. This area. No leaks there. Get my 17mm socket. And we'll give it a nice and tight there. So we'll pan out of the way. Make sure it's real good and tight. Okay. No oil leak that way. Okay, I went ahead and installed 3.2 liters or 3.4 quarts, depending on where you are. Checked the oil level. Verified that there are no drips underneath in either of those locations. Go ahead and install the cover. Lower it off the jack.